Hello everybody, Zeff here with ZeffsTrading. Hope you guys are doing well today, April 11th, 2024. If you guys checked into the live stream earlier today, I appreciate that. Gonna set that up, trying to make it a little bit better. Probably stream every now and then. Other than that, let's get into our chart review. Very busy day for me, so I didn't get too many trades in. Just had too much going on. Nonetheless, did my chart review for you guys, of course. Looking back, there's quite a few good trades for today. So as far as the daily chart goes, so much volatility these last couple of days, basically this week. Went down right to the green band here at 51.81, bounced, basically a double bottom here. Let's see if we can break tomorrow's high and continue. I want to see a break of today's high of 52.57.50 for tomorrow, and then if we can get some nice, good buying, some nice bullish movement. Let's see if we can break to 5,300. Maybe test this. We'll see what happens. That's kind of what it's looking like for the daily chart. Man, if this thing sells off, 51.45, 51.50, somewhere around there. We'll see what happens. Let's go to the 2000 tick chart. Okay, here at the 2000 tick chart, this is what it looks like for today. Nice pre-market move up, spike channel. And you get two legs to a new down here. Test this level back at 51.80. And then just a rally from there all the way up for the rest of the day. There's a few ways to draw this trend channel. Kind of saw it like this at the later part of the day. Originally I saw it like this when it was forming, broke out. And you could probably argue for something like, probably argue something for like this too maybe. I don't know. Something like that. Nonetheless, that's how I had it for today. And then we broke out of the trading range at the last part of the day and sold off. So, other than that, let's get into the trades here and see what we got. All right, 8:30 came. Just don't really see too much in here for the pre-market. Like I said, spike, channel, get a first entry, second entry long. It's not the best signal bar. It's got too much stem. Maybe wait for a higher low, which you never get. So unfortunately, can't take that second entry long there. And then it just kind of goes to this small little trading range sideways, making higher lows though. And then you get a beautiful double bottom. Also, first entry pulls back, second entry long right there. Doesn't get any more textbook than that. Great trade there, especially if you trailed your stop. Got a pretty decent runner. Nonetheless, goes up here, make a high of day, comes down, you get a first entry, pulls back, you get a second entry long right there. You already do have your move up, break, new high, so you have to be cautious of this, but I like this for a quick scalp. You see that it has strong support across the board here with another basically double bottom. And I think there's enough room for a scalp there, which you do get your 2 points. Maybe just drop a limit order. And then it comes down, break, new low. So you get two legs to a new down. Then you have this trend channel here, so then you're looking for a bigger move down. Then you get a textbook first entry short, pulls back, second entry short, right at the key entry point, looking for a new low as well, which you get. And then this one comes, and I was debating this one. I'm going to mark this one super aggressive. I mean, you are looking for, a couple legs to a new low, which you get. So, an ABC correction basically here. But first entry pulls back, comes down, second entry short. Maybe you enter this on the engulfing bar. I also think it's pretty congested, so then it's like, okay, well, maybe you shouldn't enter it on the engulfing bar, wait until the outside bar closes all the way on its low. But then you're right into the support here, and you already have a new low. I mean, you are looking for at least another measured move down, hopefully. I just think it's super aggressive. If you took that, it's one of those things. It's like, well. I mean, you also kind of just clearly see a bolt bear flag here. So, I don't know. A little skeptical on that one. Nonetheless, get a move back down to basically right around here at 52.04. at support. Get a little away from the EMA here, come back, test it, sells off, and then it just goes into this trading range. Don't see too many here. Maybe you could argue for a 1, 2, 3 triple test on this one, but then you're just right into the EMA, and I don't really like that. I think it's too noisy. I think it's too choppy. Too many overlapping bars. Not really my thing. Not really something I want to get into there. I get a 1, 2, 3 triple test, but signal bar's just not good enough. It's a doji bar. Don't want to take that. And then we just break out of the trading range and sell right off. I don't see any way to get into any of this. You get a first entry, hoagie, congestion. Yeah, just nowhere to get in here. Sells off. You get a break a new low of our downward trend channel. And then once you see that, you counting from our highs, we have a first entry long, pulls back, outside bar, closing on its high. You get a second entry long, and then a higher low right there. And you're making a higher low, higher low, higher low right there. I think you can get a move and expect to move back up to at least somewhere around here. And you get it. You go eventually, but it's enough for a scalp at least. Especially if you're only doing about 4 ticks there, depending on how the market was moving. But pretty high ATR for this particular trade. We're at 2.6, so enough room for 2 points there. I like that higher low right there at the bottom, pretty close. You also have 1, 2. You can clearly see 1, 2 moves to the low there. So I think that move is done. Also break a new low. So you're at least expecting a move back up to the EMA and maybe test some stuff there. I like that context. I like that higher low, and I like that signal bar. Okay, nonetheless, you get a double top. First entry long, second entry long, nothing there. We don't really start trending around the 21 EMA too hard, or you don't really start seeing this trend channel until about 1, 2, 3 tests of this bullish outside bar. It's pretty much when you can establish it. And then again, you can also draw the trend channel, maybe something like this if you want in the beginning. I think that's reasonable. Nonetheless, we get a move up. You can draw these little micro trend channels here if you'd like. You get a move up. You get a first entry long, pulls back, double matching bar. This is technically your entry bar, so you get a second entry long, and higher low comes, confirming the setup. Plenty of room back up to the highs here. It's a nice higher low as well. Way better than this one, I would say. I would almost maybe mark this one black, but this is a great higher low right there. Then you get a move up, and you get a lower high, and then someone probably took this, and you get a first entry, second entry long, and you're like, why did it fail? I took my second entry. You're literally right into support there. So, yeah, you can't take that. There's absolutely no room to scalp out. And sure enough, first entry, second entry long, they see it, boom, trap you, slam right back down, gets your stop, sells off a wee bit, and comes back up just like you thought it would. You got to make sure there's always room to scalp out. So then we get a new high, making higher highs, making higher lows, nice uptrend. You get a first entry long, pulls back, higher low, second entry long, take those. Those are such powerful setups there when you get a second entry long and it's a higher low. Just take them. Amazing trades. They work 90% of the time, 95% of the time. Take those trades. I just wait a few minutes later. First entry, second entry long. So you get 2 second entry longs and you get 2 higher lows all within an hour 30. I mean, you're done for the day. And then we start taking off here like a little F-22 Raptor. Just start flying and bursting higher. And you get a couple moves up here. Comes up. You get a double top. Sells off. First entry, second entry long. You get a higher low here. I was streaming this live, but I thought this was just so much congestion across the board here. And after I saw this break of this channel, I didn't know if this was overshoot or not. I think the proper trade here was this triple test. This higher low is very tempting. I'm going to mark this one black. But it's just super aggressive because you don't have enough room to scalp out. There's 1, 2, 3 candlesticks for resistance right here. Maybe it should have been something along the lines of like this for the trading range. I think that might have been still more acceptable, but then you ran to the midline. So then you get a first entry, second entry short, and it fails. But then again, you're just not enough room to scalp out for 2 points plus a runner, and that's what we're looking for. So then I see this triple test here, and I was too late with it. I was trying to get a couple ticks back here to get at least a 6-tick stop, but I should have just done it with a stop order. That's a clear 1, 2, 3 triple test, break new high. Expecting to move back down in the range there, and you established that this was a trading range. I like that triple test there. And then nonetheless, you get a first entry, pulls back. You get a second entry long. This bar is closing in as 1/3, and again, it's a higher low. First entry, second entry long. Plenty of room up to the highs here. I think that's a good trade to take. And then you get a little failed breakout here as well, so you can kind of extend this to the side here if you like. And then you get this news event here, so then you also have to be very cautious of that as well. I was looking at that. It was a high-impact news event. You usually want to stay anywhere from 15, 30 minutes flat to it. So, a lot of these are like, kind of debatable. You're kind of going into news. You got to be careful. But luckily, the news event doesn't last that long. Comes out, and we just start moving higher and higher and higher. And you could have drawn it like this, too, if you'd like, something around those marks there, depending on how you want to draw your trend channels. Nonetheless, I clearly saw this thing's just going higher and higher and higher. So then you get a, you only get a first entry, you get a double top, you get a triple test here. It's an outside bar closing into the EMA. I don't really like this trade. It's right into the EMA. I don't think you can take that. But then you get a new high, so you count. You have a first entry, pulls back. You get a second entry long. It's a failed breakout of this trading range here, right at the midline. I like that trade. Nice bullish bar. Wait until it, go with it 1 tick above that bullish outside bar. Then you get a first entry, pulls back, you get a second entry, and it fails. And as soon as you see this fail, you're like, Zeff, it's right into the high of day. It's an aggressive trade. I'm going to admit, that's why it's black. It's an aggressive trade. You don't know if this trading range is still established yet or anything like that. You're into the high of day. You're just expecting this thing to keep taking off here. The only thing that weighs is context-wise is that you do have this break. It already tried to sell off. Bears failed. So when you see this failure, bulls are probably, you have a higher probability of it going higher. Nonetheless, you get a nice failed second entry short right there. Goes higher. It's an aggressive trade. That's why it's black. But move up right to the top of our trend channel. Outside bar closing on its low there. I don't see anything to get in here. You get a first entry. You get a second entry long. I had someone take this, and they won this trade, but it's just not the best signal bar. So, and he was sweating 1 tick below. Sorry, excuse me. He was sweating 1 tick below that because it literally came and double bottomed out there. Context-wise, when you have a first entry, pulls back, you get a second entry long, you really want to see a higher low here. So this isn't the best signal bar, and this isn't really a setup or anything here. But, with this upward channel break, you are expecting a new high. Just look for a higher low, though. And if you don't get it, you don't get it. You got to pass on that trade. It held 1, 2, 3, 4 bars at that 21 EMA. So, nonetheless, you get another break and new high. Then you get a 1, 2, 3 matching bar high. And you also get, if you're counting from our lows here, first entry short, pulls back, second entry short. Great signal bar closing on its low there. Go with that. And you get a lower high. Maybe this bar closed different for you, but I don't really like that as a doji lower high. But maybe you could have taken that and added onto a position. Nonetheless, plenty of room back to the EMA. And we get into the last hour of the day. This is where I finally kind of was able to trade here. Then I saw this. Move down, break, first entry, pulls back. I saw a second entry short. I only went for 4 ticks here, 1 point. That's all I know I had, and sure enough, that's all I had. It's getting late in the day, so a lot of these are pretty aggressive, I would say. Change this one to black just because you don't have the 2 points here. This is a decent setup. First entry, second entry short, right off the key entry point, looking for a new low, and you get it eventually, but sure enough, it turns up, tries to come down, and then it gets your new low here. So yeah, 1 point only. You got to make sure it's discretionary. This is how it is. It's just discretionary. You're right here into support. Me going short in here, I can't expect price to come to 2 points here. There's not enough room, so that's why I went for 1 point, and I just scalped out. And then I saw this move. I saw a break new low. I saw first entry, second entry long here. I actually should have taken this trade. I think I got up and went to the bathroom or something, and I saw this after the fact. And then so I was looking for a higher low. I see this higher low come right around here. It's not the best signal bar. It got really noisy, really choppy, really fast. So I kind of regret taking this trade or not doing a deeper limit order. I should have just put the limit order right where I wanted to initially, which is only a few ticks back, but that makes all the world of a difference. So nonetheless, I get my 2 points here. I just get stopped for break even. Of course, it goes a little higher. So I get the 2 points here. I saw there was enough 2 points. I already had the break new low, and I'm looking for at least a test back up to the highs here. I should have looked for a better higher low with this trade. I think this was a little bit of an impulsive trade, I would say. So, that's my fault. This was definitely the better trade here on this second entry long. 1, 2, 3 triple test, 4 quadruple test. That's the better trade there. That's the one you should have taken. Anyways, I get my 2 points. Get stopped out for break even. Comes down. Very risky trade at this. Well, not a risky trade. I'm just trying to trade the price action the way I see it. This is just noise. I'm kind of disappointed with myself by trading this. Nonetheless, you get a move down. I saw this. I saw first entry pulls back. I saw second entry short, and again, same thing. I just as this first trade I had here. I was like, I can only get 1 point here. I'm going literally like 3 minutes into the close. This could lead really bad. I am expecting a new low. Who knows how low it'll get. I think I should have just gone for the 2 points here. I should have just trailed my stop accordingly, moved to break even after a certain amount of bars. But also trading in the exact lateness of the day, which isn't exactly the best thing to do. Gets really noisy, gets choppy, and it's just how it is. So maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't just haven't traded. Maybe I should have took my second entry short here. But kind of want to get some trades in today. I just had so much going on. But nonetheless, that's how I saw it for today. Probably come back tomorrow. I'm going to really try to focus on, high quality setups. I feel like my trading wasn't super high quality setups on today. But nonetheless, that's just what it is. Take what we can get and try to do as best as we can and come back with a fresh mind. Oh my gosh, another 17-minute video. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed this chart review, and I will see you guys for Friday. Let's see if we can look at that daily chart. Make sure you have that daily chart. Let's see if we can get a break of today's high tomorrow. Let's see if we can end Friday bullish. If that's the case, then I'm expecting a little bit of follow through for next week. All right. Anyways, take it easy.